You meet her, and everything feels right. She's smart, attractive, maybe even kind, at first. But slowly, something starts to feel off. Not dramatic. Not obvious. Just wrong. And by the time you realize it, you're already emotionally invested, confused, drained, or worse, changed. This isn't about hating women. This is about recognizing danger disguised as desire. Because some women, through trauma, personality, or conscious choice, carry patterns so toxic, so emotionally corrosive, that dating them doesn't just break your heart. It breaks you. Today, we're talking about 6 women you should never date, not because they're evil, but because their behavior reveals deep incompatibility with a healthy, grounded man. These aren't theories. These are red flags backed by psychology, repeated in real life, and ignored far too often. Pay attention. 1. The emotional vampire. She doesn't need your love. She needs your energy. The emotional vampire thrives on chaos, not because she enjoys it, but because calm makes her feel invisible. When things are peaceful, she gets restless. So she stirs the pot, creates a crisis, tests your loyalty. You'll notice her early. She's been through so much. Her ex ruined her. Her family doesn't understand her. The world is against her. And you're the hero who finally gets her. But here's the dark truth. She doesn't want healing. She wants an audience. She'll love bomb you, texting non-stop, calling you her soulmate, then suddenly go cold if you don't respond fast enough. If you set a boundary, she'll twist it into abandonment. If you ask for space, she'll accuse you of not caring. Her pain is real, but it's not your job to fix it. And if you try, you'll become just another source she drains until there's nothing left of you. Psychologists call this emotional parasitism. She doesn't attach, she consumes. Walk away before you forget what your own voice sounds like. 2. The narcissistic charmer. She's magnetic, witty, confident, makes you feel like the most important man in the room. But watch closely, she's not seeing you. She's seeing what you can reflect back to her. The narcissistic charmer doesn't fall in love with people. She falls in love with roles. You're the successful boyfriend, the devoted protector, the admiring audience. As long as you play your part, she's all in. But the moment you show flaws, need, vulnerability, or disagreement, her interest fades. Or worse, she punishes you with silence, sarcasm, or sudden contempt. Red flags? She talks about herself 90% of the time. Even in deep conversations, she remembers your birthday, but forgets your dog's name. She says, "I've never met anyone like you." To 3 guys this month. This isn't confidence. It's grandiosity masking deep insecurity. And intimacy terrifies her, because real connection requires seeing and being seen. She can't do that. Dating her isn't romance. It's performance art. And you're just the stagehand. Point 3. The passive-aggressive saboteur. She'll never yell, never accuse, never say, "I'm mad at you." Instead, she'll sigh when you walk in. Leave your favorite mug in the sink, just out of reach. Smile sweetly while telling your friends, "Oh, he's so stressed lately, must be work." The passive-aggressive saboteur controls through silence, guilt, and implication. She weaponizes politeness, turns fine into a threat. You'll feel it in your gut, a constant low-grade anxiety. Like you're walking on eggshells, but can't explain why. She won't confront you about your messy closet, but she'll reorganize it as a favor, then mention how some people never learn. She won't say she's jealous, but she'll accidentally double-book plans when you hang out with female friends. This isn't maturity. It's emotional cowardice disguised as grace. And over time, it erodes your confidence. You start second-guessing your instincts, apologizing for things you didn't do. That's her goal. To make you doubt yourself so she never has to take responsibility. Don't confuse quietness with peace. Some silences are screams in disguise. 4. The chronic victim. Her life is a tragedy, and she's the star. The chronic victim believes the world owes her. Every setback is betrayal. Every disappointment is injustice. And you? You're the knight who must ride in and fix it all. At first, it feels noble. You listen. You support. You problem solve. But here's what no one tells you. She doesn't want solutions. She wants validation of her suffering. Suggest a new job? It's impossible. Encourage therapy? Therapists don't understand me. Offer practical help? You just don't get how hard it is. She'll reject every lifeline, but cling to your sympathy like oxygen. Why? Because being a victim gives her power without accountability. As long as she's broken, she never has to change. And as long as you're rescuing, you're trapped in her loop. This isn't compassion, it's codependency in disguise. And it will exhaust your empathy until you have nothing left for her or yourself. 5. The socially toxic performer. To her, relationships are content. The socially toxic performer lives for the highlight reel. Your date isn't about connection, it's about the Instagram story. Your anniversary isn't intimate, it's a photo shoot opportunity. She's not interested in who you are in private. She's obsessed with how you look to others. Watch how she behaves around other men. Flirty jokes that linger too long, compliments that border on inappropriate. A laugh that's just a little too loud when someone else is watching. She'll defend it, I'm just friendly. But ask yourself, would she act the same if no one was looking? Her self-worth is built on external validation, likes, attention, male admiration. And you? You're part of her brand. If you question it, she'll call you insecure. If you set boundaries, she'll say you're controlling. But the truth is simple, if her identity depends on being desired by everyone, she can't truly choose you. You'll always be competing with an invisible audience. And you'll lose, because the performance matters more than the person. 6. The emotionally unavailable ghost. She's warm one week. Ice the next. Intimate on a Tuesday. Distant by Thursday. The emotionally unavailable ghost doesn't reject you outright. She keeps you in limbo, just close enough to hope, just far enough to hurt. She'll text at 2 a.m., I miss you. But cancel plans last minute with a vague, something came up. She'll say, I really like you, then disappear for days without explanation. You'll rationalize it, she's busy. She's been hurt before. She just needs time. But here's the hard truth, if she wanted to be with you, she would be. Her hot and cold pattern isn't mystery, it's avoidance. She enjoys the attention, the ego boost, the safety of your interest, but she's not willing to risk real vulnerability. Psychologists call this avoidant attachment, but don't let the clinical term fool you. It's not a puzzle to solve. It's a boundary to respect. Because every minute you spend waiting for her to open up is a minute stolen from someone who can love you fully. Don't confuse potential with presence. If she's not choosing you now, she never will. Let's be clear, these women aren't monsters. Many are wounded, lost, or repeating patterns they never chose. But your compassion doesn't obligate you to stay. Love shouldn't cost you your peace. Intimacy shouldn't leave you anxious. A partner shouldn't make you feel smaller to feel bigger herself. The darkest truth about dating isn't that women can be toxic, it's that good men often ignore red flags because they mistake pain for passion. Don't. Your time, energy, and heart are finite. Guard them fiercely. Walk away from what drains you. Walk away from what drains you, even if it wears a smile. Choose someone who doesn't just want you, but chooses you, consistently, clearly, and without games. Because you deserve more than survival. You deserve peace. If this resonated, if you've seen these patterns in your own life, drop a drop of blood in the comments. Not to hate, but to heal. And if you're ready for more unfiltered truths about human nature, subscribe. Because the world doesn't reward the blind. It rewards those who see clearly and act accordingly. Stay sharp.